Hello everybody, and this is Isaac with Rich on Wi-Fi, and I want to talk about a trade that made me $4,000 today. Gold has obviously been in a wicked pullback, or a little bit of a bearish market, or a lot of bearish market structure on the 15-minute, 1 hour. Even the daily is starting to look really bearish. It goes back over here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight almost down days. If you don't want to count those, you don't have to count them, but technically it was just down, up, down, up, down, up. You get the hit. So, anyways, back to the trade. Obvious bias for me is super bearish. We was waiting for a New York session to happen. CPI came out yesterday. Trash numbers. They try to hype it up, thinking that just because it was lower than expectation, it was still good. Inflation is still rising. Things are still getting more expensive. Maybe we had a little bit of a dip in gas and bananas got cheaper, but for the most part, things are still moving up. But let me show you the trade history here. And we're looking all the way to the right here. So on the 15-minute, we were forming a wedge pattern, and we had 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touches right here. So I was waiting for it to either play out where we were going to come and make a higher high, and this was a very aggressive entry. But we also had a resistance formed right here on the 15-minute. If you don't trade wedge patterns, you can also trade support and resistance. So we had a resistance here, a support right here. We had another resistance up top, and it was all clean traffic down below here. I didn't end up holding too much of this trade because I got such a good entry up here. And to break it down, I almost entered when price was here, but we didn't get that closure, and this candle right here was super weak. I did not like it. If it would have closed more out of the range right here, then I could have possibly entered. It's terrible to keep coming down here, but didn't. Reject it a little bit, came up here, and I actually was thinking maybe it was gonna come and start coming up here. If it would have came up here, then we may have turned bullish, or it could have had a hard pullback, came back here and started breaking down. But I was looking for an entry on the shorter time frame, which is the 5-minute here, and as you can see, we had this candle close bearish at the resistance marked. I said it was a super aggressive entry. I had my entry right once the 5-minute broke the low. There's a little bit of a late of entry, spreads, lower time frame is a little harder to gauge and move very quickly. But entered right once it broke the low. We had a little bit of a channel here also on the 5 and 1 minute. Gave me a little bit more confirmation, and you can see it totally just tanked. I took profits as we reached here, and then also as we reached right here. I should have let something run. I didn't, but it is what it is. $4,000 is okay with me. So that was my trade. Stay tuned for the next one. I think I'm going to start posting trade recaps, and I will still talk about the stock market in my previous videos, but I do like these trade recaps. Would like to get a little bit more on the education side. If anybody has any comments or any ways I can make the videos better, more things I could talk about, I'm more than open to hearing it. So throw it in the comments. Please like and subscribe. Once again, it's Isaac and Rich on Wi-Fi. Thank you.